Yo people, Man United versus Barcelona second leg Europa League knockout game. Let's preview this second leg game. Let's preview this game, man. So let's talk about the first leg first. I think United went to Barcelona Camp Nou to the ground and performed really well. Performance was, I think that performance was the best away performance I have ever seen this season from Man United. Not even this season, man. Since Fergie days, I think this is the best away performance. We went to Camp Nou and we tried to play, and we were aggressive from minute one. And we should have scored more goals, to be honest. And especially Casemiro and Varane, I think previously when they were with Real Madrid, they had played a lot of game with Barcelona, and they know, and they really help us in that first leg. Their experience was key to us, man, and we did well over the 90 minute. I think Xabi bottled that game for me. I think he should have started Balde, but instead he started Alba as a left back, and that guy who scored, Alonso, Marcus Alonso as a left side centre back. So both of them guys don't have pace, and Rashford occupied in that position just to that Marcus Alonso side, and he does scored a brilliant goal. Rashford was on different level that day, especially over this season since World Cup. He has been in brilliant form for us. And Barcelona took their chances, and injury to Pedri didn't help them, and it helped us really massively. And I think that injury really gave us the momentum in the second half. Fred was brilliant. Whenever Fred plays with Casemiro, I think he has done well. And we had no Martinez because he got suspended for that game. Same with Sabitzer. So we had to play Luke Shaw and Varane as a centre back, and they cope with Lewandowski really well. I thought Wan-Bissaka without the ball was poor. With ball he was okay. I think this was the game. I think he was caught in lot of times. I think Barcelona, I think they got lucky. They at least get a draw. Could have been 4-2 to us, but United would take that, man. United would take that performance, especially the performance. United would take that performance, but the result, I think Ten Hag would not be happy. We should have killed that game, just like yesterday, just the way Real Madrid killed that game against Liverpool after coming back from 2-0 down. So this is the man. Now let's talk about this game, second leg. What to expect? I think for me, I have watched Barcelona again against Cadiz. I think they were not that great. Frankie de Jong, I think, has a poor performance. Lewandowski, I don't know, man. He did score in that game, but I was not that convinced by his performance. I think his hold up play is not that great. I've watched him maybe 6-7 times this season, and I'm not yet convinced by Lewandowski as a 9. And Gavi again is suspended because he got a yellow card in that first leg. So no Gavi, no Pedri for Xavi's side. I think the biggest concern for me will be Balde and Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres had a great game against Cadiz. He was their only threat in that attacking phase. And Balde, I think, is a good talent for them. He's going to be a world class man. He's going to be one of the best left back in the world in the next couple of years. So what to expect from United? I think if Luke Shaw start, I think Luke Shaw have done well. Take nothing away from him, but whenever he has to play against a better quality player in that left hand side, I think he has always struggled. whether it was Saka, whether it was anyone. I think I've seen that especially with Saka, the way Saka battered him in that side in that away leg at Emirates. I think if Ferran Torres start, I think Shaw would have an off day. Shaw had played a lot of game and he played as a left back in the last game against Leicester. He played as a centre back um, against Barcelona. So this season I have not seen Shaw playing 3 games in a row back to back. So I think Ten Hag will go with Malacia because Malacia is more of a aggressive one. As a left back, he's more aggressive. He will he would go to the player. I especially won't give them any space to run or pass. So I think there might be some change at that position. I think now we have Lisandro Martinez back as a left-sided centre back, and I don't think Sabitzer will play this game because Sabitzer and I've not seen Sabitzer and Casemiro played together so far. So I don't think they have a chemistry between those two. So there is no chemistry between those two. So we might see again Fred and Casemiro starting at the pivot. Varane again was rested in that Sunday game against Leicester. I think Varane will be back. The right back is concerned, man. I think Ansu Fati will start on that left hand side for Barcelona. So I don't know, man. I think they will. Dalot started, so I think Wan Bissaka will start. Dalot started against Leicester, so I think United will go with Wan Bissaka as a right back. Dahia had a brilliant game against Leicester. Up front, I think in the left it would be Rashford. On the right, I think it would be Anthony is back. I think Erik Ten Hag has said that in his press conference. So I think maybe Bruno on the right hand side. And who is going to play? I think it could be Fred Sabitzer and Casemiro midfield 3. Bruno on the right, Rashford on the left, Vegas up front. I think this would be our lineup. I think the player to watch out for Barcelona is Balde and Ferran Torres. De Jong will start. I think again last game it was Fred and Vegas did their job against De Jong. I think in this game it could again be Savitzer and Fred who has to do a job against one of them has to do a job against De Jong because you can't let De Jong dictate the game. I think Barcelona will come to Old Trafford to not only just dominate the ball, but they will again without the ball they will come here to dominate physically, especially with the likes of Arua. I think I highly rate him. Arua is we were linked with him 2 years ago, but I think he had a word. Xavi again convinced him, and he decided to stay at Barcelona. I think Arua is the top centre back for me. Kunde, I think I'm not impressed with Kunde. At Sevilla, he was brilliant, but since he moved on from Sevilla to Barcelona, whether it was playing for Barcelona or it was playing for France in that World Cup, I thought him and Dembele had a poor World Cup, especially for France. So I'm not worried about Kunde against Rashford. I think Xavi did bottle that game, and Xavi had so feared about Rashford, so he decided to start his centre back as a right back and his right back was Kunde as a centre back. He shifted Aruo to right back and Kunde who's his right back to a centre back. So they had no clue where Rashford was going to start, and when they decided to change it, Rashford was playing more as a striker than on the left hand side. So this would be a tricky game, man. So we have to keep your eye. I think if Busquets is back, I think they will dominate this game. If Busquets doesn't start with Frankie De Jong, Kise, and Sergio Roberto, I think we will deal with them. Because our midfield is we have more aggressive player in our midfield with Fred. If Fred, Casemiro, and Savitzer start against De Jong, Sergio Roberto, and Kise, I think we should blow them apart. We should blow them apart. So here is my lineup. So the starting 11, man. Let's do this now. I think they will go with Sergio Roberto, De Jong and Kise. I'm not worried about the midfield. I think they were not that great against Cadiz. Cadiz one goal was disallowed. I don't know how they decided to not to give that goal. That was never a foul. And Cadiz, I think, hit the bar twice. So I think we can get at them. But my main concern is with if they start Fernan Torres on the this midweek, I think he will give him and Balde will give us trouble because Balde and Fernan Torres didn't start last time in Camp Nou. Ansu Fati, I think, is still coming back from injury, so I'm not worried about him right now. The main concern is Ferran Torres and Balde, man. When he came on in the second half, he changed the game for them. We might see Rafinha on the right and even Fernan Torres on the left. You never know, man. He might. I think he will go with that lineup. And if Fernan Torres play on that on their left hand side against Wan Bissaka, I think I have no problem. I have no problem. I would be really happy, man. I just want again, just like the last first leg where Javi bottled that game. I just want Javi again to bottle this leg, this second leg, man. This is my lineup. This is how I want my team to play. Rivers up front, Rashford on the left, Fernandez on the right, Sabitzer, Fred and Casemiro in the midfield, Malacia, Lisandro Martinez, Varane and Wan Bissaka, the back four and De Gea, the big man. Yeah, this is my lineup. This is how I want my team to how I want how I want Eric Ten Hag to start. I think Rafinha was on the bench against Cadiz, so I think Rafinha will start on the right hand side. I just hope, man, Fernan Torres again. Javi just bottle this game and just start Fernan Torres on the left hand side against Wan Bissaka. I am pretty much sure, man. If Fernan Torres start on their left hand side 1v1 against Wan Bissaka would have a brilliant game. I have no problem with that. If this was Dalot, I would have some concern, but with that Wan Bissaka defensively, I have no worry at all. And I want Malacia to start against Rafinha. Rafinha was the biggest threat in that first leg, so I want with looks of playing back to back 2 games. I think he will start Malacia because I've not seen Eric Ten Hag starting Luxor 3 games in a row. Especially when we have a midweek game, so I think he will go with Malacia. I want Fred Sabitzer and Casemiro midfield three, and I want Bruno on the right, Rashford on the left, Weghorst up front, and we have Sancho on the bench. I think another big news was massive big news was Anthony is now back. He was training today, so Anthony Dos Santos is back. Harry Maguire is back. I think we have a good bench with Sancho, who can have an impact as a substitute. Has scored a goal against Leicester, a beautiful team goal. We have Sancho on the bench. We have Garnacho on the bench. Garnacho as an impact job is brilliant. I think for me, the number of game he has changed after coming on as a substitute, he's been immense as a from the bench. So Garnacho, Anthony, and Sancho, this is a massive week for us, man. These two games, especially if we win this Barcelona game and then we beat Newcastle this Sunday in EFL Cup final, I think this will give us a massive confidence. Then we have a midweek game against West Ham. Then next Sunday we will face Liverpool away. So if we can get points, if we can get beat these two games, if we can win these two games, especially Barcelona and then Newcastle, that will give us confidence to beat Liverpool away at Anfield, where we don't have a good record. The last time we beat Liverpool at Anfield was with, I think, Louis van Gaal. That was 2015, 2016. It's been 7 long year, man. It's been 7 long year. We really struggled there. So I think I'm going with a close game again. Barcelona will come here to play. They are not that team where they will just sit back and give us the ball. I think they again will come here to play, dominate the ball with and without the ball. Arujo will be key. Arujo, Ter Stegen, Balde, Ferran Torres will be key. These three, if they turns up again, lot of mercy. So we have to win our A game. I think we have to start well, man. We just have to go for that early goal and just kill the game in the first leg, man. In the first half, just go for the goal, man. Just go for the goal and just kill the game in the first half, and then make substitution in the second half. If we score 2 goals in the first half, I think the game is done. There is no way Barcelona are coming back from 2 goal down away at Old Trafford. Old Trafford so far this season have been fortress for us. I think we have just lost 2 games here. One against Brighton in the Premier League, one against Real Sociedad in the Europa League, and that was just because of ref. If Barcelona, just like the last leg, if they have a referee in their side, and if they are again playing with 12 men in the pitch, I think they can win this game. The only way Barcelona can beat us is with referee by their side. Without referee, if the referee is just neutral, I think there is no way they are beating us at Old Trafford. So I'm going for a close games. Maybe my prediction will be 3-1 United. So that's it, man. Again, I will be back for Champions League watch along, maybe 3 hours from here. Till then, take care. I'm